You've been told your whole life that you're too sensitive, too emotional, too much. Maybe you've heard it so often that you started believing something is wrong with you. But what if I told you that this belief is completely backwards? What if your sensitivity isn't a weakness at all, but one of the most advanced systems a human brain can have? Because here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. There is nothing broken about you. You're not weak. You're not dramatic, and you're definitely not a mistake. You're just wired differently, and that difference changes everything. Most people move through life barely noticing what's happening beneath the surface, but you feel everything. A tone change, a strange pause, the energy in a room the moment you walk in. While others are relaxed, your mind is busy collecting signals. And this is where it starts to feel exhausting, because being sensitive in a loud, fast world is like walking around without emotional skin. Every comment hits harder. Every awkward moment stays longer. You replay conversations from years ago while other people forget them by dinner. And at some point, you start apologizing for who you are, for crying, for overthinking, for caring too much. But here's what nobody talks about. Psychology shows that some brains don't just observe the world, they absorb it. Think of the human brain like a camera. Most people are recording life in standard definition. Clear enough, efficient. But your brain is recording in 8K. You notice details others filter out. You sense emotions before they're spoken. You pick up patterns most people miss. That's not imagination. That's processing power. And yes, it comes with a cost. Because when you process everything, your mental system fills up faster. Noise, emotions, expectations, people's moods, all running at once. So when you suddenly need to disappear, when you cancel plans, go quiet, or sit alone in silence, people call it overreacting. But the reality is much simpler. Your system is overheated, like a high-performance phone with too many apps open. This is where it gets dangerous, because the world tells you to fix this by toughening up, by becoming numb, by caring less. But imagine telling a high-performance engine to survive without cooling. Wouldn't become stronger, it would burn out. Most people don't realize this part, but sensitivity isn't about fragility. It's about depth. You don't respond instantly because your mind checks everything first. Past experiences, future consequences, hidden meanings. You're not slow, you're thorough. And evolution doesn't keep useless traits. If sensitivity were a defect, it would have disappeared thousands of years ago. Instead, it stayed quietly. Because every group needs someone who notices the storm before it arrives, someone who feels danger before it shows up, someone who thinks while others rush. The problem is that modern life is built for speed, noise, and constant stimulation. It rewards boldness, not depth. So you end up feeling out of place, like you're failing at a game you never wanted to play. But here's the moment I want you to sit with. You are not failing at life. Life is simply not designed for your nervous system. Some people are like dandelions. They grow anywhere. Stress, chaos, noise. No problem. But you are more like an orchid. Put an orchid in the wrong environment, and it struggles. Put it in the right one, and it blooms in ways nothing else can. Research calls this vantage sensitivity. In the wrong space, sensitivity feels like pain. In the right space, it becomes intuition, creativity, wisdom. That's why you don't need thicker skin. You need better boundaries, more silence, less emotional noise. And maybe that's why you stay quiet online, why you watch but don't post, why you disappear instead of explaining yourself. For some people, that looks like insecurity, but psychology suggests something else. Sometimes silence isn't fear. Sometimes it's self-respect. So the next time someone says you're too sensitive, remember this. You're not seeing too much. Others are seeing too little. You don't have a defect. You're just seeing the world in 8K. And in a disconnected world, your ability to feel might be the most human thing left. If this connected of you, share your thoughts in the comments, quietly or loudly. Both are welcome. If you want more conversations like this, you're always welcome to subscribe.